Hello, folks. I'm Dean Curry, president and founder of Rising Star Enterprises for Wellbeing.com. We are a fitness company, massage company, based sports management company based right here out of New York City. You know, I get often asked a lot about dieting, and there are so many reports out there of what to do, and people all have, these special diets and this diet and that diet and this diet and that diet. And, a lot of the diets are good, and sometimes you just got to find the diet that's right for you. And some people like this diet and that diet and all that. But, I try to keep things really simple and not strict. And one of the biggest crimes that people make when they're starting to lose weight is they take all the foods out that they like, and then they actually think they're going to stick to it. And they don't. And they yo-yo back and forth because they take all the foods out that they like. And I never say that. It's actually untrue. You don't have to take out all the foods that you like, even if they're not so good foods, but you have to manage them. Use portion control. And if it's a food that's a heavy starch or, hard to break down, you want to limit that. And you have to it's actually quite easy. You have to just understand how food works. And if you're eating like pizza, which I love, I'm Italian, or French fries or greasy foods that is hard for, or heavy steaks, which are great too, which are hard for, or pastries and pies, sweets, you have to say to yourself, well, my body's going to have a hard time breaking this stuff down and working it through my system. It's high calories. What can I do to maybe limit the amount of it that I eat? But I didn't say exclude, but limit the amount of it that I'm going to eat. And what do I need to do to basically counteract that and, work with it to a point where, I could basically have a small piece of a cheesecake or a pizza or whatever, and what can I have to actually balance it so I could still enjoy life, enjoy the foods I like, but, kind of manage it in a way where I could have everything that I want and still be able to eat the foods that I like. So I'm not limiting myself, but how could I learn, how to do everything where I'm feeling satisfied? And that's more or less one aspect of dieting, but to make it more easy or simple for you to follow is I could almost guarantee you most people eat 3 meals a day. And in this video is how to lose weight without ever feeling hungry. And not many people actually know how to do that. And it's surprising because, and I said, I have to make a video that basically says how to lose weight without feeling hungry. I haven't felt hungry. I always have a tendency to put on 10 pounds during the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving. We all do. And my mother visited me and I said, you know what, she was here for a couple of weeks and I said, you know what, we're actually going to lose weight and you're going to see, in 2 weeks, I think we lost, 5, 6, 7 pounds, a piece. And, we basically never felt hungry. And I've taken off more weight since then. And we basically took our 3 meals and we split them into 6. Sometimes it felt more like 7 meals a day. But I was explaining to her that we could take exactly what we eat, the same food, same calories, same everything, that has you 10 or 15 pounds overweight. And if we basically break it down in a way where we stop eating a few hours before we go to sleep, because it's not going to be worked off. If you want a late night snack, you could, pick on something small like little apple slices, which suppress the appetite. Even though it has sugar, it's sugar that the body could break down. That's not the sugar people really worry about. It's processed sugar, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother video. But the whole idea behind losing weight, what a lot of people don't know is the body, you have to eat to lose weight. And I know people always look at me strange when I say that, but you have to eat. I mean, are you going to drive a car without any gas in the gas tank? You need gas in order for the car to operate. Well, you need food in order for your metabolism to run. You just have to learn how to basically use your metabolism in a way where you could make it really, really fast. It's like putting, premium gas versus regular. And you put foods in that make it super, super fast. So, you basically burn those calories quicker. And there's ways to make your metabolism faster. And one of the ways that you do that is, first of all, you make sure you get enough sleep. All right, because you need sleep in order for your body, not just your metabolism, but your entire body to function fast and correctly and at an optimum level. So getting your 8 hours or 9 is really important. Another thing that slows down the metabolism is dehydration. Lots of people don't like to drink water all day and things like that, or they drink things that dehydrate them, like coffee and stuff like that. When your body gets dehydrated, it slows down, which means your metabolism slows down. So coffee's great. Switch to decaffeinated tea at some point, or drink a lot of water, or things like that, because you don't want to dehydrate your body, because it slows your metabolism down. That's why you want to drink a lot of water. But you could basically take, if you're eating 3 meals a day, you could take your 3 meals a day that you're eating, split it into 6 meals, because what a lot of people don't understand, and I'm going to say this again, a lot of people don't get it, they don't understand, is whatever you could fit in the palm of one hand is what you should eat in a meal, nothing more, okay? And the body actually processes that a lot faster. And it keeps your metabolism fast. When you go over the palm of your hand, depending on the size of your hand and size of your stomach and how tall you are and stuff like that, but just to give you a visual, what happens is, people overeat. And you overeat because when you feel tired after you eat, that means you overeat. If you feel heavy after you eat, that means you overate. Okay? So you don't want to do that. You want to fit what fits in this hand. I know a lot of people say, I don't have time to eat 6 times a day. And these are the things I say. Well, if you're only eating a little bit, it takes you a lot faster to eat, versus chewing on food for like almost 45 minutes. If you're eating just a small amount, you're just having a small amount, boom, you're done in 10 minutes. And then you don't feel heavy afterwards. Try it, because it works. Take your 3 meals, split them into 6 meals, the exact same food, the exact same everything. Stop eating a few hours before you go to sleep. If you need a snack, have like apple slices, maybe a little yogurt, something like oatmeal, something like that, something light. And just like, when my mother was here and she was visiting me, we would do little pear slices and apricot slices and celery and carrots at night, sometimes a little yogurt, sometimes a little applesauce. Just things that, so, you're not hungry, and a couple of times we don't like to really eat before we go to bed, but a couple of times we felt a little like hungry, and that's not good, because that means your body's slowing down when you feel hungry. And when you start to feel hungry, your body starts to store food, because your body is smarter than you are. You know what I'm saying? So when it starts feeling hungry, it says, I got to store food. Like when people say, I'm going to skip breakfast. That's the worst thing you can do. How are you going to drive a car without gas? You know what I'm saying? Your car is going to go really slow. Eventually, it's going to stop. So it's the same idea. I'm just trying to give you an analogy. The same idea, what basically happens when people skip breakfast, is the body slows down. And they think, I'm skipping breakfast so I can eat more later. And it doesn't work that way. It's actually the opposite of what you're thinking. Okay, so when you skip breakfast, it stores food. So when you put more food in later, you don't get that, I skipped a meal sort of thing, going. You never skip meals. Eat 6 times a day and just constantly be feeding it in. And don't minus the foods out that you want, but limit them, manage them. If you're going to have a slice of pizza, don't have 2 slices. maybe cut a regular slice in half, or just have like a piece. Oh, I had like a little pizza. I got my fix in. And then say, well, that's pizza. That's kind of a heavy bread and cheese. It's hard to break down. Let me have a salad with that. Let me, drink some water with it. Maybe some seltzer or something to break it down a little. Just you want to balance that out, because you just had something that's pretty heavy. So you always have to be thinking like that, and it's not hard to figure out. I always say, and I get it from old Jack LaLanne, from back in the day. He always said eat five groups of fruits and vegetables a day. Some people don't eat 2 groups, and what I say is, groups. I mean, like, you should be having fruits and vegetables 5 times a day. Okay, 5 times. Okay, I'll repeat it again, 5 times. Okay, so you should be eating a fruit, having a banana, having an apple all throughout the day. Having celery, having lettuce, cabbage. It should all be kind of coming in, because you need, a lot of fruit breaks down food, and a lot of vegetables move food through the body. And fiber, you need fiber, so you got to be getting fiber in. And you just kind of piece it together. And if you want a treat here and there, make it a treat. Don't make it like showcase, like, oh, I'm going to have this big piece of cheesecake. And I'm just going to have, I feel a little urge. I'm going to have a little, piece, but I'm going to have it with a vegetable, salad or omelet or something. And I'm going to kind of balance it out here. And that's how you just look at your meals. But it should be a small meal. And you'll be surprised when you start eating 6 meals a day. It's so easy. It's like, boom, I eat, 10 minutes, bang, I'm back to work. I don't feel heavy. I don't feel weighed down. I don't feel anything. And I never, when I'm losing weight, feel hungry. That's a big no. If you're feeling hungry when you're trying to lose weight, you are starving yourself, and your body is storing food. So you think you're helping yourself, but you're actually hurting yourself. And you're actually getting the exact opposite result. As soon as you're hungry, your body's now in store mode. But what you want to do is eat foods that speed it up. Good clean foods, vegetables, fruits, things like that. If you're going to cheat and eat some bad foods, I would say if you have a long day like I do, up at early morning till night, I would probably say cheat early. Don't cheat at night. Don't have pizza at night. Don't have cheesecake at night. Those sort of things. Don't have heavy meats at night. If you do, just a spoonful. You know what I'm saying? Like something really light. Because your body can't handle it, and you slow down. And just like you see flowers prop up when the sun comes out and wilt as the sun goes down, your body works the same way. I tell people all the time, try to move with the sun. Get up with the sun, because the metabolism's actually, believe it or not, and it's not a lot of information out there, but the body actually, I have woken up later, 9 or 10 or 11, and woken up at 5:30, and I could almost eat twice as much food when I get up at 5:30, 6 in the morning, because I'm moving with the sun and the day and the energy, and the metabolism's faster. So if you move with the sun, your metabolism's fast. It's a little secret that a lot of people don't know. So if you're waking up around 11 or 12 every single day, it's going to be harder for you to lose weight. And if you don't believe me, start getting up at 5:30, and you're going to see, oh, I'm hungry at 9 o'clock. I'm hungry at 12. I'm hungry, and it's just sort of the way it works. So the bottom line is, I'm not going to really go into food groups. I do that a lot in videos. I just want to make it crystal clear that you never have to be hungry. Pardon me. You never have to be hungry when you lose weight. And if you are hungry, you're actually doing something incorrectly, because you never should feel that, because you need the food to keep that metabolism, churning really, really, really fast. So my point to you is, stop eating before you go to sleep, or anything heavy. If you could have a snack before you go to bed, but something like light, like celery sticks, carrot, a little applesauce. Some apples actually suppress the appetite. So little things like that. Maybe a spoonful of yogurt has a little substance in it, makes you feel that, or a little oatmeal, something like that. So really, really good. But it has to be like a little like snack, like a few tablespoons, because and it'll speed your metabolism up even when you're sleeping. And so the bottom line is, mostly switch from 3 to 6 meals, eat small amounts of food. You're going to feel light, and you're going to feel up. Wow, I'm not weighed down after I eat. I don't feel tired like I normally do. And that's basically because your metabolism's moving. When you feel tired, your metabolism's slowing. It's starting to weigh you down because it's an overdrive, And I had to make this video so people would understand, that losing weight is actually not hard, and you don't have to be hungry, when you do it. So I hope some of these words are really, really coming through for you. And I'm actually posting a blog about it as well, on Rising Star Enterprises Wellbeing, and on Instagram, Rising Star Enterprises FWB, and Rising Star on Twitter as well. So I'll post a little blog sheet, about it, article, and read it. It more or less is saying the same things I'm saying right now. Just please, when you lose weight, don't do the starvation thing and hungry. You're really hurting your body, and you don't need to. Like I said, I just took off 10, maybe 12 pounds now, and a few weeks, and I haven't felt hungry once. I'm basically doing the very thing I'm explaining to you. And I had to make this video because so many people are losing weight, and they're doing these drastic things, and they're like starving themselves, and I'm like, oh my God, you don't need to do that. So I'm trying to save everyone. You just have to be smart about how you do it and manage your foods appropriately. So anyway, that's pretty much it. It's a rather short video, but I'm Dean Curry, president and founder of Rising Star Enterprises for Wellbeing. Have yourself a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and we will talk soon.